challenge, and that's why I really like this. I like playing these two games because you'll see how, like, if a loss, how it like marinates with somebody. Are they upset by what happens, or do they make adjustments to it? Do they find different ways to figure out a way to win? So I was really impressed with Tristan Thompson, the way that he defended, his leadership. And I thought he made an impact on this game from start to finish.
Those first few minutes, he was phenomenal. Like, in terms of just setting a defensive tone. They get away from that in the third quarter, which is why Indiana sort of got all that momentum. But you can just tell, like, it's different when I didn't know if that two-big lineup would work with him and Tice, but especially because of the flexibility of Thompson, it works.
That is something I wanted to follow up with Perk later tonight, because he said he wanted to see a change in that starting lineup. Do you take out Tristan Thompson, or is he taking out Daniel Tice, putting in Peyton Pritchard, double P?
Listen, I don't have to make those decisions. I just sit here. Like, that's a real decision that Brad has to think about. What's the best thing that's moving for this team moving forward? Short term, long term, it depends on who we play. But you know, I think he'll kind of go with it for a while. The one thing he might do is early sub one of those guys out a little bit. You know, like just you know, we'll start the same, have a physical presence, but you know, you can't have a steady diet of it. Or maybe in the first half you do it, but not in the second half. You know, so I'm curious on what the Celtics do, because we are going to play a lot of teams that play small.
The one thing we do know is Jason Tatum will continue to start, and he came up huge in the fourth quarter. Scal, 14 points, but you said it in the game broadcast. This is the way you want to see Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and I'm bringing this up with you. Now, you better be ready to defend yourself, because when I saw what I've been seeing from Jason Tatum, and I'm like, no, I don't think he's playing at the level that he should be playing at. And you're over here, yeah, well, it's Jason Tatum. He can do whatever he wants. And then I see this, and then I'm like, this is how Jason Tatum has to play. So
I'm not sure those words ever came out of my mouth.
Well, I know you were like, oh, I'm okay with this shot above the break. He can take a step back 30-footer. No, I want to see this. I want to see him play with force. Take another drink, everybody. I want to see him getting downhill. I want to see him, and I don't mind if he goes and gets in his bag late in the shot clock, late in the quarter, whatever. But today he was playing like, no, I'm going to own this thing today. I'm the best player out here. I'm the most physically gifted player out here, and I can get anywhere I want. And you think you can guard me? I hit you with an up and under, fadeaway, step back. I got it all. So I don't want to be taking no 30-footers, Abby.
Scott, what I will tell you, and what I know about Jason Tatum, is that he responds to a challenge.
No, but you weren't challenging him. You were okay with it. Oh, I'm okay with it. Tatum, do whatever you want.
That's a challenge coming off a loss.
Do whatever you want.
Isn't this part of maturation, though? Like, you go out there, especially in these mini-series, and you see something that you didn't take advantage of, and then you start to exploit it. He did have a play there at the end of the first half. I thought it was ironic, still 7.7 on the clock. He brought the ball up the floor. He still jacked up a three-pointer. He still got to be better about attacking the basket, but when it mattered, he went at the hoop and used that force that Scal's going to say 1,000 times over and over again.
Yes.
Shot.
That's it.
And by the way, you guys better be drinking Scal's vodka lemonade. I'm just telling you.
Come on.
And that's why I'm going to continue to use force.
That was not
force.
But what is the difference in this force that you're talking about? I know you talked about it there, but he had 18 drives a game. He was driving tonight.
If you can't see it, then, you know, like, you're just like, you're not an artist like me. You know, like, it's art. You have to understand, you know, like the words that Tatum and the force that he's playing with.
Don't let him call you a pawn, Abby.
I wasn't going to go there. I was not going to go there.
Thank you, Tim Aberdale, for throwing up the graphic. We're just getting started here on Celtics Post
Abby's
Game
a queen.
Live.
The queen can go wherever she wants. Anywhere she wants. The king gets one. Abby goes wherever she wants.
Checkmate. We're just getting started here. We'll be right back as the Celtics get the win, 116. We're back here on Celtics Post Game Live, presented by your New England Ford dealers. The Celtics play with a lot more force in round 2 against the Pacers, particularly in the fourth quarter. They get the win. Let's hear from the head coach now. It's brought to you by Arbella. Here for Celtics fans, here for good.
What did you see from the defense in the fourth quarter? Only 17 points for the Pacers to close it.
Well, I thought Pacers were playing exceptionally hard heading into that quarter. Like, that was as physical a quarter in the third as I remember seeing in a long time. You know, I thought that our guys just kept at it. And then I thought we had a couple of really good contributions from the bench. And getting to some balls, some tips from behind. Rob ran back in and got that rebound. Like there were several instances of really good effort. And, I don't know what the lead was for them, but sure felt like it dissipated pretty quickly. And then we, were able to keep guarding. I thought our bigs did a good job late, being up on the screens on Oladipo, helping us at the rim in a couple of cases. So it's a good team win. That's a good basketball team. We're not what we want to be, but sometimes you got to find a way to win.
Gary Washburn.
Hey, Brad. Another kind of tough third quarter. What got you guys going? You guys started the fourth. It was just sort of like a different team out there. What happened early in the fourth to kind of get you guys? You guys cut it to 5 really quickly after falling behind by 15. What happened? What was the turnaround?
Well, like I said, I think, they made a couple of shots there to kick off the third that were okay defended, but they were really physical. Like they came out knocking us all over the place, and credit them for that. It got us off kilter a little, and then we settled down, spaced the floor a little bit better, and were able to make plays. So on offense, I thought it was that. And on defense, I just thought we got a little bit more back to the way we need to play defensively, more reacting to the threat, more handsy, more aggressive on the ball. All the stuff that when we're good, we're doing well.
Mark Murphy.
Hey, Brad. Peyton obviously has a lot of maturity in his game, but you're showing a lot of faith in him, having him down the stretch of a game like this. Just what do you see out of him right now?
Well, when we had him running all kinds of pick and rolls in the second quarter at the start of the fourth, he's poised off that stuff. He makes the right play. He's deceptive, so he can get in, use his body, and finish, as we saw on a couple of occasions. He's a guy that knows how to play. I think that, we're awfully small at times when he's in there late with that group, but thought he did a good job on both ends tonight.
Jared Weiss.
On Indiana's second to last play, they went for that same Sabonis handoff action that they won the game on last game. How satisfying was it for you, and you think for the players, to execute defensively there and get that stop? And especially, it's pretty rare that you make a mistake in a regular season game and then you get to go make up for it right away afterwards.
Yeah, it wasn't the exact same play, but obviously that's something that they'll go to and look at, and they have all kinds of good action going on both their late game plays on the weak side, and we've run the one where the guy is deep, like they ran several times, and our bigs did a good job of being ready for the left hand, but also then being up on the guards. It's hard to balance both.
Chris Ryan.
Hey, Brad, obviously extremely early, but considering how you won the game and the force that you played with in the fourth quarter, is this a significant win potentially?
Every win is hard in the NBA. Again, I've said this many times. You guys saw it several times over the last few weeks. We're not where we ultimately want to be. Like, we're just not. We've got a long way to go to get as good as we need to be. We're figuring out some things that we think might work for our team, and going to have to experiment some along the way. We're different than we've been. And, to win this game against a team with that kind of talent that's that good after dropping the close one the other day is a good step, but it's one step. And so we'll see how we play tomorrow night.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Coach.
Brad only tells the truth. Why won't he gas up Peyton Pritchard, though?
Yeah, wait,
Rookie,
back up.
4 games in.
Back up. You can't start. You saying that Brad only tells the truth is a lie.
It's hard to win in the NBA.
You say a lie by saying something.
Pacers are going to be a good team. No?
Those could be true, but that doesn't mean he only tells the truth. Do you understand the difference?
Brad Stevens.
Don't ever say never.
Well, that's true.
Don't ever say never.
Well, let's talk about the
or always.
You gas up the Rook. Who won the Tommy Award tonight?
Oh, of course. You know it's going to my guy, Peyton Pritchard. By the way, I already ordered a jersey for my son. I did it at halftime. That's right. That's right. My son's a little white kid, too. Anyways, Peyton Pritchard was the man today. And by the way, yesterday he did it all from the perimeter, shooting the 3 ball. Today he was driving. He was running pick and roll. See the hesitation, turn the corner. TJ McConnell, he's a better version of you, by the way. And getting the and one leg. Give me a little motion right there. Show him how you do it in the Pac Northwest. Good job.
See who he's running those pick and rolls with? A lot of Time Lord action.
Oh, here we go.
That's great. Cast your vote for the Tommy Award winner each game for your chance to win a $50 Dunkin' gift card. Go to NBCSportsBoston.com to enter. The Celtics run on Dunkin'. Peyton Pritchard is a worker scout. That's my... I told you. I asked Damian Lillard about it. He said,
how many times you going to use that?
That's only 2 now. I know,
but
for the game.
You're going to keep saying
now
it. I want Forsberg. Forsberg, what do you think? But on the draft, what'd you think? What do you think now?
He had that great first preseason game, came back to earth a little bit. I said, okay, this might be how it is. Like, he's going to have good nights, he's going to have bad nights, but I think you know what you're getting from Peyton Pritchard right now. Like, Brad Stevens can confidently throw him out there and know he's going to compete defensively and he's going to play hard, and that matters. I think that, especially with rookies. My favorite play from tonight, though, forget all the drives, forget all that, was when he hustled back to swipe the ball and then started to play the opposite way. He's named Fast PP for a reason. You know, he's got that speed.
Can we go so far, Danny Ainge 2.0?
You know what? Ryder. This is my son.
Yes.
Rip the duct tape off the number 11 jersey. Keep it on the top. Just put Pritchard on the top. You can now show number 11 again. He wasn't
proudly. Where?
He was.
He didn't wear the
he duct taped all of it and put smart. Now he's back. 11 is back.
He was proud of Cantor.
He didn't like
Ryder's
the defense.
not rocking with Cantor.
He did not like the defense.
Let's stick with Fast P. He is our Ford Tough play of the game. It's presented by your New England Ford dealers. Ford trucks built Ford Tough. Peyton, Marcus with the steal. Well done, Marcus.
Whoa, that's Fast PP with the steal and then taking it the other way and setting it up.
And Marcus with...
Peyton Pritchard made that thing happen.
That's right.
He's like a Ford Fiesta right now.
The two-man game.
I'm not giving him a GT or a Mustang or nothing like that.
He's a hybrid.
Fiesta.
I love it.
Ford Edition. STI, baby. No, that's another brand. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Look what happens when you try to ad-lib. Look, you can't go anywhere. Scout's still here. We're going to hear from Perk Plus, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Fast PP talking post-game.
Don't
Stick
say
around.
it like that. Don't say that.
The quick turnaround has made things difficult for rookies, and you want to stay prepared. But what is it about your preparation that's allowed you to pick things up so quickly?
I mean, I really got to contribute to college. It took me. I don't think I prepared how I should have my freshman, sophomore year. And then at the end of my junior year is when I really started to kind of be professional about things and how to approach each game and taking care of my body, what I need to do to help myself mentally and physically. So coming into the league, just, obviously trying to learn on the fly, but also trying to keep a routine of things and staying mentally and physically sharp.
Chris Ryan.
Hey, Peyton, how important was it to you tonight to impact winning in the way that you did? And what do you think of the faith and confidence that Brad has shown in you? You talked about your ability to move off the pick and roll.
Having that confidence from your coach and also from my teammates, it means the world to me because it can allow me to keep growing as a player and being able to help this team when I can. Coming off the bench, I want to be able to provide a spark, get the team either going or help the team get more of a lead. So, and I'm all about winning. That's why we play this game. I want to win and I want to help as much as I can to get a win. So, just try to do that tonight.
Amanda Pflugrad.
Hey, Peyton. Brad just spoke about how poised you are as a player. Obviously playing significant minutes and big minutes down the stretch. How are you feeling out there as a rookie and kind of just being able to keep your composure in those big situations?
I think just I really don't know. I think I've been that way since a young age that, through any game I've been poised and trying to find ways to win and help the team defensively and offensively. So, but coming in, I just really just trying to do my part and help win games.
Tom Westerholm.
Hey, Peyton, when you were drafted, one of the things Danny noted was how you push the pace. How do you do that while staying under control, especially this early while you are sort of learning things on the fly?
Well, I think my ball to push the pace and be able to pull it out when things aren't there. I hope to continue to do that and push with tempo and get out on the floor, and because I think that creates even more open shots for our guys and allows us to play with more time on the shot clock rather than walking it up. But as time goes on, I think we'll get better and better at that.
Final question for Peyton, Jared Weiss.
Brad said before the game that he was impressed that you could stay in bounds on 85% of plays, but would be really impressed if you could do 100%. So now that you've done 100%, then how does that rank in your career accomplishments? And also, on a serious note, 7-footers, how did that help you to kind of adjust to figure out how you can get to the rim and how you can finish?
On the first note, that was a big accomplishment. I have been struggling. In college, but some spin step out of bounds, but didn't happen tonight. As far as finishing goes, I think it's just getting more comfortable out there and finding my angles and where I can, get to the rim at and all that. So it's my fourth game, so I'm just, still everything's coming at me fast, so I'm still figuring things out, and also where to, throw lobs and get my teammates easier shots.
All right.